So welcome back. I hope you guys can download the dataset. Okay, so please double click the CSV file so you may find your data like Excel format here. So there are 14 variables for this dataset for year, month, date, order, country, section ID, page 1, page 2, color, location, model, photography, price 2, and the last one is page. So you may take a look at your dataset. This is a CSV file. Okay, so let us go back to the source code here. So when you download the CSV file, you have to initial your Google server. So by click here to connect to your Google servers. When your Google server is ready, so you can go to the files here. You have to mount your Google Drive with your Colab source code. If you didn't mount your Google Drive, you have to click this one here to mount your Google Drive here. Okay, so we did this one before. Once you have mounted your Google Drive, you may find a folder here named Drive. Also, you may find two subdirectories. One is My Drive, the other is Shared Drives. So you may find here My Drive. Okay, so for the Colab notebook, they create a new folder for us. Okay, so basically all my dataset I will upload to this folder data. If you don't have this data, so please using this one, Colab node, you may create a new folder, this one, to create a new folder, a name data. Okay, so you have to upload the data set we just download this one. So you may find the path in your file folders. Okay, so you may upload by click this one here, more. So you have to upload the data. Please find the data set you just download. When you upload and successfully upload, so you may find your data set here, eShop closing, this one. Okay, so you may copy the path. Okay, so let me explain more about our goal for this course. So this data set, we would like to analyze what is the Clickstream cell analyze for this data set. Also, you may find the source code on Kaggle, which is a company owned by Google. When you double click this website, okay, so you may find a Kaggle website here. So what is a Kaggle? Kaggle is a worldwide campaign for data analytics. So a lot of campaign will be held in Kaggle. So you may get some price, okay, maybe 10,000 US dollars for the first price. But basically, they have some analyzed material for you guys to improve your data analytics abilities. Okay, so for today, I will not provide the source code. You have to copy and realize the class note, okay, by yourself. So you may copy the source code from Kaggle, which I have provided in the source code which I provide by this demo website. Okay, so you can click this one. So you may go to this website. Okay, so I have done the beginning for all your guys. The first thing is you have to copy the first part of the source code, which is we have to import the required libraries and data first. Okay, so you can copy the data and copy to my source code. Since it is a task, so you may just find. So we have to import the library and the data and go back to the website for in Kaggle. The first is we have to import required library. You just mark these 3 instructions and Ctrl+C to copy all the 3 instructions. So go back to your core lab environments. Okay, so you have to run to import these 3 required packages. The first one is we call pandas. The other one, the second one, NumPy. The third one is for the Matplotlib to draw a diagram for us. So these 3 required packages for data analytics. Okay, so let's go back to Kaggle again. The second thing is we have to import the data set we are going to investigate. When you may copy the second cells for in this Kaggle, go back to this one. So create a new source code, this one, copy it. If you run the source code directly, what happened? So you may find there's something wrong with your files because this path is not the path in your Google Drive. This is a path for Kaggle. So you have to modify the path from your Google Drive. Okay, so let me go back to this one. Here, so you have to create to modify with your Google path. Okay, so let us go back to the data set we just upload. This one, eShop Closing 2008. So you may copy to the path for this data set. Once you have copied this data set, you have to replace the original path here. So you can take a look at it. Okay, so here is exactly your Google Drive path for this CSV. And here is the path on your Google Drive. And then you can run to import the data set. Okay, so let me run my source code for you guys. Since I have uploaded the CSV file, which is eShop Closing, this CSV to my Google Drive, and I have modified the path for the data set. And then I use pandas function, PD, which is a pandas function, this one. So I use the pandas read CSV file functions. So, and I save the data as CS data. Okay, so this data set CSV file is separated by semicolon. 它是用分号区隔的，不是用逗号。Okay, so then when I import the data set and I print the shape for this data set and also show me the 3 first attributes for this data set. Okay, it's time for you guys to import the data set. Okay, so if you find these 3 lines, that means you did the right things for the data input. Okay, so try this one, because if you didn't import the data set as CSV data, you cannot go on the data analyze for today's course. Okay, it's time for you to import the data set. Okay, it's your turn.